What's up guys, it's your girl Riva and I am back again with another video. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Riva, it's very nice to meet you. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, make sure that you guys give this video a thumbs up, and as I always say, make sure you guys leave your comments in the comment section down below. It doesn't matter how you feel about these videos, we all want to talk about it. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow my Instagram, it's at RIVAH_JORDON. And of course, if you have been watching, we did. This is a four-part interview with Miss Shahrazad Ali. She was interviewed, I believe this was in the early 90s on the show Geraldo. And this is part 3. If you haven't watched part 1 and part 2 on my channel, go right ahead and go watch those 2 videos. But today we're going to be releasing part 3 and part 4. Obviously, this is part 3, so we're going to start here.
Can do when he's upset with his woman. So you can't just take that point.
Identify yourself and tell me if you believe it's an option that's viable.
Elsie Washington, senior writer at Essence Magazine. No one has the option to hit me in the mouth or anything else. May I say,
suggesting that someone has an option to hit you in the mouth.
But not even a right, not even anything. No one at all.
It was one of 6 points that the black man could take in his address. Now, that doesn't mean that he has to take it, but
I'd like to say
the doc decided a point that there is this progression of
I'd like
women.
To say, black men, my brothers, do not buy this book and think that you're going to use this as a blueprint for healing our nation. Talk to us. Don't read this book. Talk to us.
I think most of the problem is that most of the sisters has not read the book.
Yeah, I think many have.
Yes.
I think many have.
My name
And
is
it's
Saint
misguided.
and I like to say thank you for writing the book. And with my encounters, experiences with women, I have not found most of what you have depicted, but I don't pre-conclude that it does not exist. And what I would like to say to you is that we are all victims of white supremacy in some shape, form, or fashion. And somehow, as we move toward the 21st century, dealing with conspiracies of AIDS and all the types of devices that are out there, we have to have a forum where we come together and talk out our differences. And we're not going to be able to solve this in this 1 hour.
I believe that Shahrazad Ali specifically, if not exculpated.
Why did he cut him off? But I like the fact that he said, that in his experiences, he has not maybe interacted with women who act in the manner as what she's speaking about, but at the end of the day, he's not going to come on this show and act like she's just some crazy person and all the things that she's saying don't exist. And I really appreciate that, because I think sometimes people love to just X you out and paint a narrative like, no, that's completely untrue, when in actuality it's like, okay, maybe you don't personally know women who act like this, but you know that it's possible that people do act in a different manner.
It says enough of blaming whites. Let's deal with the problem ourselves. And I think in that sense, wait, stand up and tell me, and identify yourself and tell me why you're good.
Excuse me. My name's Calvin Gooding. I listen all the time about people talking about white folks have done this to us. This is what we do continually when we talk about what white folks have done to us. We empower them to continue to control our situation. What we have to cease doing is empowering them and saying, we will have self-determination. That is, in any form. And let me say this, I don't agree with everything you have to say, but if your intention was to create a forum where we could talk about our differences, I salute you. Okay?
Yes, my name is Gloria Doolin Wilson, and I'm the statewide coordinator for the New York State African American Political Action Committee. I would like to say, first of all, black men and black women have to be complementary to each other. There cannot be this kind of antagonism that you've engendered as a result of your book. I have to compliment your publicist for getting this out here, because it's the biggest publicist.
I'm my publicist.
Well, then congratulations, my dear, because you have perpetrated a wonderful hoax, but you have gotten us to talk. Educate your mind and deal with black familyhood, then get the book by Hakeem Madhubuti. This woman has no solution. She has no solution, but she has antagonism, and that's why we're here.
Go.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Os.
Wow. I love how poised Miss Ali is in this situation, and the fact that she wanted her to be able to finish her point and to speak. But I think that if you are a writer and you write something that evokes so much emotion from other people, then that means that you have obviously and clearly effectively done your job, and also have caused means for a bigger conversation to occur, which should have been occurring anyway.
I think one of the problems that's not being dealt with is a lot of personal venting. All right, that when we understand relationships grow out of families. The structure of the black family has changed. All right, one of the positive things about the book, if there are any positive things, is that the book opened up a forum, because you have to understand too. How can someone write a book, self-published, and not promoted by any or major publishing company in New York, right, and made such a social impact that the educated class has not been able to do?
Abiola, tell us how she.
That the educated class has not been able to do. So why is it that all of these people who were speaking against her and speaking against the book and against, which we're gonna actually have I'm gonna have a time that we're actually gonna talk about the exact book. I'm gonna find the book and read the book, and we're gonna actually talk about it. But also we're probably gonna break it down. But also this woman who I forgot what she said that her profession was. You can see her here, the lady that had that afro that Miss Ali wanted her to speak. She was very strong in her opinion and telling you about another book. However, in the same token, why have all of these scholars, as he said, and educated people not written anything about the structure of the black family and how we need to mend and bring back that family unit? But she's been able to do so. But instead of having positive dialogue and a conversation that needs to be happening, or instead of being inspired and writing your own book, why is everyone coming at and bashing one person who made such an impact? And frankly, with a lot of the points that she's made and a lot of the things that she's spoken about are strong points that still actually matter in this time today.
To do it. How has she managed to make this a platinum bestseller on her own?
Well, it's when she attacks the least able to defend themselves, that is a black woman. When she attacks the bottom rung of the bottom rung of society and labels them as the scourge of humanity, of course that's going to cause a controversy. And any controversy is food for the media. As a media critic, I'm very much aware that anything that creates a stir, a flurry, a controversy is food for the media.
But Playfell, there are other controversies out there created.
Can be explained simply by the same explanation as to why soap operas are more popular than Shakespeare. Now, let me just say one other thing about books, okay? And what the explanation for that is that it doesn't require much intellectual engagement to watch a soap opera. But to watch Shakespeare, you've got to bring something to it. You've got to be reasonably literate. Now,
this is a soap opera.
About books, let me just say this. She made the comment earlier that this is the first book that's dealt with the experience of black women in America. That comment, hold on a minute, that comment in and of itself shows an astonishing ignorance of the literature on black studies in this country. For instance, if you all want to read a real book that will teach you something about the heroism, the greatness, the true role of black women, read Paula Giddings' book, Where and When I Enter. Read Margaret Walker. Read Dr. Margaret Walker, who for 30 years, read, if you want to see.
But I don't understand how so many of these other people have come on and promoted other people's books while we're talking about this book. But if those people were able to write about their experience and you guys prove that point to be valid, how is it that she is writing about her experience and about her knowledge, and that it cannot possibly be valid because it's something that you don't agree with? And I personally don't like people like that. Like, me and you don't have to get along. Me and you don't have to be friends. Me and you don't have to agree all the time. But if you say something that I think is valid, I'm going to say that you're right. As well as if you say something that I don't agree with, I'm going to say that you're wrong. You have to take your emotions out of it when you're dealing with people, when you're communicating. That's how you're able to communicate effectively.
Remember that we have never had a book that all of the people agree with, the Bible, the Torah, the Quran. You take what you can use and you reject the rest.
Right.
But this book talks about our collective contribution. Do not forget that. This is not all of us, but this is all of us sometime on some level.
Right.
Okay.
There's no point in going into denial.
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Jesse Peterson, and I am the founder and director of Bond. First, I want to say to your producer, if you're afraid of the black men reading this book, it's because you're afraid of losing your position.
Give her a chance to respond.
I know what
Give her
happened.
a chance to respond, please.
I don't agree with you at all.
What it is, the black woman is in the wrong position.
He's fighting for her to respond, and she had no response. I think that he just wishes so much that he was a black woman, that he can be combative to everyone who's saying something, because he's like, give her a chance to respond, and as we can all see, she literally doesn't even have anything to say.
That man has to come back to the head of the family.
Been dealing with it. We're not taking anything away from you.
What we're doing is, at Bond, we're understanding that because of that wrong position, the black woman is not able to handle that position. And that's why she's out of order. That's why she's so crazy.
Yes. That's why she's so crazy.
Esther, and I'm from the Heal Thyself in Brooklyn about healing the nation. Right now, we're in an emergency. We don't have time to fight with our family. We have to build a nation, love each other, and start building. We don't have time for hitting our family. We have to come to one unity right now. All we have time to do is love and build in the truth. We're in an emergency.
Let me run over here.
If we're in a state of emergency, then the first thing that we need to, the emergency is the attack on our family. It's not about outwards. It's not about outside. How can you need a firm foundation at home, a firm, supportive, comforting, loving, cooperative foundation at home before you can worry about anybody outside.
First of all, the black woman must realize that as the black nation, we were the first people on the planet and the first people to establish family life and our roles in the family structure. What we live today is totally alien to what we originally established as our roles.
Is your point that the man has to be on top, the woman on bottom?
Well, I heard women say that they can raise a family alone. If you can raise a family, if a woman can raise a family alone, then she has had the opportunity and has the opportunity today to correct the problem of the man and her male children. But she has been unsuccessful and will continue to be unsuccessful until she gets the problem in her mind.
Yes, brother. Yes, brother.
Identify yourself.
Until she fixed the problem in her mind. Mm-hmm.
Hurry.
My name is Dr. LaFrancis Rogers Rose, and I teach African American Studies, and I've been teaching a course on the black family for the last 15 years. And I would like the author to know that I have a book on strategies for resolving conflict in black male-female relationships that's been out since 1985. One of the things that I think is a problem is that we have to be analytical about what we do, and we have to be value-free about what we do. One of the problems with your book, is that there's a lot of sweeping generalizations, a lot of stereotypes. And stereotypes are half-truths. And half-truths is what has put us in the position that we're in now about our relationships.
Hold it right there. I go to Shahrazad. I have to get her response. Shahrazad, is it not true that your book does indeed contain what the previous speaker characterized as sweeping stereotypes?
No, I don't think so.
Absolutely. See, we're talking about a condition. We are talking about a condition of our people where we have been programmed with the wrong ideas, so all of us are doing many of the same things. Right. And we're talking about a situation where our man has been judged on the wrong standards.
Okay, go.
You're asking the wrong people about this.
That's
the right people to ask are not employed. They're in the armory. You need to ask the masses of black men who are unemployed in Bedford Avenue Armory in 125th.
Your point being?
Our point being that the black man pardon me? The black man is in the armory. He is unemployed. You are an exception to the rule about this book. He is the criteria of judgment, not you.
Stand up, please. Excuse me.
My name is Iyanla Van Zandt, and I am a Yoruba priestess and a cultural custodian.
Wait, not Iyanla was there. Iyanla Van Zandt. Can you imagine? Wow.
This is not our culture. This book is anti-cultural, anti-African, and anti-historical. Wait a minute. No, this is my ancestors. Our ancestors have said that our key to our growth is love. This book contains no love. It doesn't encourage love. It doesn't support love. And it dismisses the most loving force on this earth, the African woman.
Take a break.
Wow, guys. Ooh. This has gotten a little heavy. Okay, guys, we are going to absolutely have to do that part 4. That I was not prepared to see Iyanla Vanzant on this at all. And I would love to know you guys' opinion on this, but also I wonder how the people who defended this their narrative and defended their stance at that time feel about the state of our culture and about our families right now as they are. Also, I think it's very interesting that Iyanla was so strong against this point. However, and how she spoke to Miss Ali. However, the same women are who got her off of her platform on OWN, where she was helping the Black family and helping in that manner. So let me know what you guys think about this video. I don't know why my computer was glitching, but let me know what you guys think about this video. I'm super intrigued to hear what you guys think and feel about this. Make sure that you guys leave a comment in the comment section down below. Make sure that you guys give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you guys are subscribed to this channel. Hit that notification bell. I post a video every single day, but the time does vary. So if you hit the bell, it's going to give you a notification immediately. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow my Instagram. It's at RIVAH_JORDON. Thank you guys so very much for watching. It means so much to me. I love you guys so very, very much. Mwah. I will see you guys in the next video.